Let's see what this quest mode is all about. I mean, I'm pretty into justice myself. And if I could get the cursor to select the icon. There we go. So in quest mode, we have the full roster of characters to choose from, and I can only think of one character worthy of being the hero of Southtown. Yeah, Duck King. So quest mode is essentially a weird objective-based game mode. It's you go on quests. The quests are, you know, linear and mandatory, but, you know, that's what it is. It's an objective-based game mode. We're playing as Duck King, who is bar none the funnest character to play as in the game, simply because he moves so weird. Unlike most of the other characters, his special attacks often have multiple uses. This is because of their high mobility, which makes them extraordinarily fun to toy around with. This first stage in quest mode is nothing special, but it does let you get used to the way your character moves and his specials. Like that, which is what we have instead of a projectile, and it's pretty much the best thing ever because we are entirely invincible while we use it. We also have a slide kick, in case you haven't noticed, which can also act as a last-minute duck. It lets us slide right under enemy attacks. So because quest mode can get a bit repetitious, I'm not going to be showing every mission or the entirety of every mission, just the highlights. It's not that it isn't super fun to play, it's just not as fun to watch. But I'm sure you've gotten the hang of this mission, so let's skip. Looks like some gangsters are stealing into jewelry, and only Duck King can help solve this problem. The local police just used the duck signal. I mean, we can't expect them to handle this situation by themselves. These guys have guns. What, do you want them to get shot? Fortunately, Duck King does not have to fear, for the strange way he moves has granted him immortality. No human can even comprehend his actions. The only thing we can be certain of is that we are glad he is on our side. With the ability of self-powered propulsion that turns Duck King into an invincible bullet of his own making, there is nothing he cannot accomplish. His slide kicks are feared across the globe, and anyone who dares slide kick against him meets with a grisly fate. Mere men with guns are no match. Duck King laughs in the face of your lead ballistics. You may think Duck King to be boastful, but he is in truth invincible. Did you see that? Did you see him duck under the bullet? Duck King is a god. It seems that Duck King's skills have even attracted the attention of Tung Furu, formerly the strongest man in the world. Not anymore. You see, even Tung Furu is helpless, flinching in fear at Duck King's might. Every one of Duck King's punches is as 1,000 to any normal human being. And even the mighty Tung Furu cannot handle 3,000 punches per second. No, we want the 1-up. So do you like Double Dragon? Seep really likes Double Dragon. They like it enough that they recreated the entire first stage of Double Dragon in Fatal Fury Final. It's a shame that Billy and Jimmy from Double Dragon Neon are not nearby, as they may be the only two people who can give Duck King a challenge. But seriously, you need to go play Double Dragon Neon. It's on Steam. Just go get it. It's the best traditional beat 'em up ever made. Just go. It's right there on Steam. It even has online co-op. Duck King's gonna be doing this a while. You have the time. He won't mind. Just it's right there. Now this is just crossing the line, you know, franchise crossovers, men with guns, that's ordinary. But when you dress up as a clown and steal children, that's when Duck King gets angry. That is when Duck King summons his orchestral music. And when you start to hear that music, you know it's the end for you. You messed up bad, and there is no turning back. Even Kenshiro would be ashamed at the brutality with which Duck King exacts his justice. There is no mercy. We are so close to reaching the happy face, but Billy Kane dares to stand in our way. The boss fight with Billy Kane is actually kind of challenging this time around because he actually uses his pole as a projectile. Unfortunately for Billy, this can also work to his disadvantage. We have plenty of time to run up and punch him while he's waiting for his pole to come back. In addition to Billy now having his own projectile, he also hired a bunch of goons to shoot at our backs. Unfortunately for Billy, Duck King has had a rather long day expelling evil from this place. Bullets only make him angry. So what would ordinarily be the second hardest boss fight in the game is instead a complete cakewalk. Your game design bounces off of Duck King just like bullets do. And that pole that hit us in the face. Twice. So with that minor setback, Duck King has been forced to admit that this is actually a pretty difficult boss fight. It's really fun, though. And now it is time to confront Geese, who you may have thought was already dead, but no, that was just a side tale to Duck King's epic battle. The stage leading up to Duck King's epic battle, however, is extremely similar to the final stage in the regular game, so we're just going to skip ahead a little. And now it is again time for us to face off with Geese, but this time in full 3D. Unfortunately for Geese, the full 3D does not work to his advantage. And he may try to spam Reppuken at us, but he forgot that Duck King is literally a god. And he can and will fly right through your Reppuken. He does not care. Your sacred and all-powerful technique is nothing but a gentle breeze to Duck King. You may think you've got it going on with all this money in this giant tower and that American flag on your back, but Duck King will show you who's got it going on. I mean, are you even trying? Duck King can't tell if you're trying. Every pitiful effort to confront the Duck King looks the same to him. You may as well be a very angry ladybug for all the difference you're making.